So, there are only two reasons why you are trapped in your daily drinking battle, and neither of them have anything to do with alcohol. So, welcome to my channel. If you're new, my name is Sonia Grimes. I am the alcohol control coach, and I coach midlife women to peace, freedom, and easy control around alcohol so that they no longer struggle with their daily drinking. A glass is a choice, not a need, and it's never a bottle. It's about taking you back to the place within yourself with understandings and very simple strategies, a very simple framework that allows you to be free of your drinking forever. And the only problem you now have isn't actually alcohol, although that's, of course, why you're watching it. It's that you don't know how. So, what are the two things? First of all, when you are trapped in any drinking battle, any drinking habit that you've grown to hate, and if you're not sure if alcohol is a need for you, not a choice, then you're trapped. The first thing is you hold a belief that alcohol brings you comfort. If you didn't hold that belief that alcohol brought you comfort, you would easily not drink. There is only one difference between those who have a problem with drinking, daily drinking, drinking more than you planned, feeling guilty and ashamed, and then thinking, right, I'm not doing that again. I'm never going to do that again. I've got to get a hold on this. It wakes you in the early hours of the morning and you're like, shit, what have I done? Why have I done that? Then you are trapped in your drinking. And others who can occasionally get a bit pissed but they don't think about alcohol, they don't drink regularly, they can have a glass of wine at dinner and then stop, maybe not even finish the whole glass. They don't have a belief that alcohol brings them something. They don't have, if you like, what I call the alcohol noise going on constantly in their heads, thoughts of alcohol, trying to stop yourself drinking, justifying your drinking, all going on at the same time. Now, those actually have nothing to do with alcohol. That is just the belief you currently hold that alcohol brings you comfort. So when you think about not drinking and you're in your uncomforted state, whether you are lonely or bored, or you haven't got given yourself enough you time, you need some peace and quiet, you need connection, you need just time is often or rest, they're often the biggest drivers. People, women and men, you go to work, you do your work stuff, you come home, and instead of having 20 minutes, 10 minutes just to put your feet up, go and sit in your room, do nothing, have a cup of tea, take your shoes and coat off, you treat yourself like a machine and just go from one job to another, and another job being your home life work. It's a job. So then you have your glass of wine. The glass of wine feels so strong. Often, as you're walking through the door, the thought of it, I need a drink, I don't want to drink. Well, it'll be different this time. I won't drink so much. That's evidence that you have the belief within you that alcohol brings you comfort. And at some point, it did, because you wouldn't believe it if it didn't. Now, the other point is that you have lost the ability to look after yourself. You have lost connection with what you need. You have lost connection with your deservedness to have what you need. And the two of them together run hand in hand, and they're very, very powerful. Because if you think of alcohol on any level as a comfort, which you do if you're trapped in your drinking, it's not a question. It's not maybe you do, maybe you don't. You do hold the belief that alcohol brings you comfort, and you are not comforted, and you are not taking responsibility for looking after yourself, for making sure that you have created boundaries in your life, not around alcohol, but around your peace, your quiet, your energy. And if you keep pushing yourself like the machine you are not, you cannot change your drinking, because whilst you hold the belief that alcohol is a form of comfort to you, and you offer yourself no other comfort, in any moment where you are feeling uncomfortable, discomfort, whether it's emotional or physical, or whether it's just you're exhausted with the battle that you've had since like 2 o'clock in the afternoon over deciding whether you're going to drink or not, that battle itself has exhausted you energetically. It's depleted you. And in that state, you will drink. So there are only two reasons why you are stuck in your drinking trap, and neither of them are alcohol. Now, somebody who doesn't struggle with alcohol would recognize this completely with food. They don't like their body. They don't like the way their clothes fit. They want to look great in a bikini. They don't want to be ashamed of themselves. They want to be proud and happy in their own skin. And yet, the thoughts and feelings and the not looking after themselves and the not resting takes them over and over again to food for comfort. For comfort. You never self sabotage yourself. It feels like it in the result, but the intention behind your drinking or your eating was to make you feel better. And because you have lost that connection with yourself, because you have stopped listening to your needs, because you have become confrontational with yourself instead of holding conversations about what you truly need and then delivering on it. It's not enough to know you need a rest and not do it. You have to do it. It's not enough to think, oh, Jesus, I haven't had any lunch today. I'll wait till dinner time. You need to eat. It's not enough to feel stressed and anxious and just try and push through it. Well, you know you can't. You end up drinking. So there's only two reasons why you are trapped in your daily drinking trap. Neither of them have anything to do with alcohol. The answer does not come from being focused, limiting, mindful around alcohol. You're just trying to control your need for comfort. It's about understanding that you have the belief that alcohol brings you something, and it's the awareness that you have abdicated responsibility for caring for yourself to the non-carer in your life, alcohol. Meant to say something at the beginning. I said when I started this channel, I'm just going to do these lives as and when. So this is the second one I've come on straight from the gym. They're flat to the head, but I did put my lipstick on before I sat down, because when something really important, an awareness that I know, that's how I stopped drinking. That's how when I go out to dinner, I can have a glass of wine and really enjoy it and maybe not finish the whole glass. That's why after that glass of wine in an evening, the next day, I don't think anything about work. I don't think about it other than in the context of my work, other than in being passionate about ending this bloody painful daily drinking that robs you of the wonder of who you are. And it's not your fault. You've got to, it's not your fault. You must do something about it. And you must stop focusing on alcohol, trying to limit it or control it, and focus on yourself. Now, this is a very interesting little tip I'm going to give you so that you know it's a belief. When you think about not drinking and you're tired, you're fed up, whatever, I'm not even going to ask this actually, you feel a sense of stress and anxiety in the pit of your stomach. Now think about that. You feel a sense of feeling of stress and anxiety, always starts in your stomach, might move into a heavy boulder in your chest or your head or whatever, but it always starts there. Do you recognize that? Now, if you think about that, how on earth can alcohol be causing that? It can't. It can't cause it. It can't cause you to feel anything other than hungover in the morning and embarrassed and guilty and ashamed. That was my world. I hope it's not too much yours. So if just the thought of not having a drink makes you feel anxious or stressed in any way, that's the only evidence you need to have to prove that you have a belief that alcohol feels brings you comfort. And surely, I'm talking to intelligent women here. We're all intelligent, kind, loving, midlife women. Surely it doesn't even make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, why are we looking at alcohol in trying to change it, which we can't, trying to control it, trying to limit it? We need to look before we drink. We need to look at how we're thinking and feeling before we drink. Because if there's one day where it's easier for you to not drink, then any day it's easy for you to not drink, because alcohol doesn't change. It can't. You change, and not in a negative way. You feel more in comfort, more in need of comfort, excuse me. On the days when you are easily or more easily able to stay away from alcohol, I want you to start joining the dots that are going on behind your eyes. On those days, think back to the last time, doesn't matter how long ago it was. how were you thinking and feeling? I can tell you now you were thinking and feeling better than the days when you literally cannot stop drinking. So, if you've got any questions, please pop them in the comments underneath. I keep saying I'm not technical because I'm not. So I'm looking around. I can't see any comments. I can't see where you can put any, but I know you can. If you like what you hear, please follow my channel. And also, I am going to be launching. I'm so excited about this. The Sober Path 6-week program, where I am going to take you from where you are, no matter where you are in the context of your drinking, and no matter how long you have been there, and no matter what you have tried and failed, hate that flipping word, on before. I am going to show you the easy way to shut down that alcohol noise, to find peace and freedom, to break your drinking, your daily drinking habit for life, and still be able to enjoy a social drink if you choose. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, contact me. Contact me here or my email, which is sonia@soniagrimes.com. I think it's about 4:30 now on a Tuesday afternoon. So go ahead and have a wonderful evening. And please, please, please be kind and gentle with you. Bye-bye.